So what's up, guys? We are back with another video. Before we get started, go down there and subscribe, ring the notification bell, and like this video. So tonight we are going to be doing the same, sort of like the same thing that we did the other night on a different video. It's a video that we just posted. You should go watch that. And so we're going to be doing another video like that. But first, me and my dad went and got some structure off camera to put in my tank, didn't we?
That's right. Yep. Houston and I decided we needed more structure inside of his pool pond here, his tank pond. The fish really love all the little rock structures that we have. And with all the minnows and everything, they need somewhere to hide. Yeah. So that they're not just like a standing target for bass, right? So I've been looking for some like hollow logs to throw in there that, you know, the turtle could get in, or crawdads or whatever. Not at finding any good hollow logs just yet, but we did find a lot of cool rocks. You want to show them that?
Yeah. So first off, I want to point out this one, the mossy rock. It is actually really light. Like, that is lighter than this. And that's almost like coral.
Kind of. Look at this rock.
Yeah.
All these came from our creek. We're just out picking up rocks. And let's see. There's another one that's got all those crazy designs in it. This one, I picked it up because it was flat on the bottom. We could stand it like this and make a place where, you know, where the fish can swim under like we have over there.
Dad, there's crosses on this one.
Yep.
Look at this one.
Yep. And we did find a few pieces of driftwood that probably aren't going to sink right now, but we'll put them in there and put rocks on top of it. I wanted to find some gnarly looking sticks that we could kind of pile together and pile up so that, you know, the minnows have somewhere to hide. So here's what we're going to do. We'll set the camera up. I'll probably put the GoPro in there so it can get a little different view. Everybody really loves the underwater footage.
Yes, yes.
And speaking of underwater footage, I tried really hard to do a live stream. So GoPro has a feature where you can do live streams, and I've done those like at Weston's basketball games and stuff. It was an epic fail. I was trying to do a Facebook live video through the GoPro in the water, and I tried about 3 different times. Everything would work great. As soon as you set the camera down in the water, it would start to lose connectivity with our Wi-Fi, which you can tell we're extremely close to the house. It's not like it's far, but it just would not stay connected.
Well, we're also in the middle of the nowhere, literally.
Yeah, but we have good Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So basically, you can connect your phone to your GoPro, and even with just setting the GoPro down in the water just like an inch, it would lose connection with the phone even. So the water, it didn't work. So if you guys know of any other good ideas to where we could put some sort of live camera, maybe a live feed, I don't know, or maybe we'll just stick with GoPro and actually do videos, put the GoPro under there and video it while we feed and stuff. I don't know, but if you got any ideas for a live feed for an underwater camera, let us know in the comment section. So right now we kind of had to pile some rocks on top of the sticks and logs because obviously the sticks want to float. That one big log will be a perfect place for crawdads to get under. We may do something a little bit different. Once it gets waterlogged and wants to sink to the bottom on its own, we may lay some stacks of rocks in there and raise it up off the bottom just a little bit so fish could go under it. But we also took that big cool looking rock that we found that was covered in moss and made the perfect little spot for Houston's red-eared slider. It'd be a nice cozy spot. He had a little rock where he could get out of the water before, but this one's sloped. It slopes down in the water really well. He can come up, have plenty of room. We could actually feed him.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, yep, there he went.
I just saw him come up.
We could actually feed him on that rock and everything now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know,
and the fish won't get to it.
It's kind of filled it up a little bit. There's a lot more in there. There's a lot going on right now, but we'll do some better stacking of the rocks and everything once the logs and the sticks all get waterlogged. But you can see the fish are already attracted to it, man. Fish love structure.
Yeah, I mean, look at the bass. He's just like, guys, this is really cool. Thanks.
So Houston, this kind of changes everything when it comes to your pool pond. Adding all that structure in there, I mean, it kind of looks a little unprofessional right now. But we'll keep working on it. It's a work in progress.
Yeah. I need to tell y'all something about a goldfish. So, one day, I found a dead minnow right here, and I threw it in to see if one of the bass would eat it, and a goldfish hammered it. It swallowed it.
Cool.
Like, I watched it get it in its mouth. It was crazy. I've never seen a goldfish eat a minnow.
So one other thing you guys saw in the last video, we put our Rebel Tacticam, our cellular game camera out here. And I've had a few intruders, a few trespassers to the pond, but so far nothing that's a threat. So we've had a few squirrel pictures. The squirrels like to come up on the side and reach over and get in there and drink. And Callie, our really old Great Pyrenees, likes to come out in the middle of the night and drink. Earl likes to come get a drink. I haven't got a picture of Bella drinking out of it yet, which I'm sure she does, but
yeah.
Anyway, so
why not? It probably doesn't get everything, but probably gets most of it.
Yep.
So
what were you wanting to go back to the creek tonight for? I mean, I'm telling you, dude, this little pool pond is pretty full of fish.
Yeah. So me and my dad, where we went to go find all these rocks and stuff, I looked over there because I forgot that they're in here. And so we saw some suckers. I couldn't think of the name of them. We saw suckers about this big, about 50 of them, in that one little area. So we're gonna go try to get a couple little suckers.
Why do you want the suckers? What good are they gonna do for your pond?
They're gonna keep the moss under control.
Well, so far we don't have too much problem with moss by any means. There's a little bit of algae starting to form in here. You know, some of the rocks are turning a little bit green. You know, there's what they look like when they're clean, and there's the green side, but I'm not complaining about that one bit. This water has actually been surprisingly easy to keep clean, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Like, we really haven't done much.
No.
It's been a lot of fun. So we did introduce a lot of new stuff, and I think the fish will really enjoy it. And Houston's added a bunch of little bluegill.
Yeah.
And we put all those creek minnows in there. We got a bunch of crawdads. So we're going to go back down to the creek after dark tonight and see if Houston can get a couple little small sucker fish to put in there.
Yeah, they weren't like this, like the last video. They were literally this.
Yep. We don't have a cast net yet, so
No.
we're still going to be trying to catch them with your big long dip net.
Yeah.
We do need to get a cast net.
Yes.
And work towards figuring out a separate bait tank area possibly
I
or
bet
something.
Gemma just found a snake under there.
You think so?
Because she was barking from under there, I think.
Oh, he's gonna get away. You were right. She found it. Get back, Gemma.
Get back.
She found a snake, and this is one we don't want to mess with. There's a deer leg. Why is there a deer leg by my porch?
Oh, that's a
It's a leg off of a
decoy.
No, not a decoy, a 3D target. Oh, Bella found the copperhead too, didn't you? Well,
Right there.
he is right there. I don't want to get bit by that sucker.
Well,
I am not a fan of copperheads.
you want me to go get my machete?
Where he at? Where he at? He's trying to go on the porch. Oh, get out of here.
This is hilarious.
Good job, Gemma. Oh, there's another one. Oh, dang it. Copperheads. Get back, Gemma. Get back. Woo, they stink too.
Here.
I got 2 of them now, Houston.
What?
Get back, Gemma.
Get back.
Smash that one. Gemma, you did a good job. 2 poisonous copperheads right next to our porch. I guess that's just part of living in the country, huh?
I guess Gemma is a good dog. I guess she is. Earl, where's your snakes at?
Good job, Gemma.
Yeah, good job.
Now we've already killed 2 copperheads tonight, so make sure you're looking around for snakes, because I don't know where they'd hide at in a place like this. That's a sucker. That was a little sucker.
Yeah, there's a sucker. Oh, they're under there. Woo.
Missed him. I watched him swim off. Oh well.
Oh, the back. Didn't want a back. Anyways. Yes! I didn't think we would get one.
Well, we didn't get it on camera, but we got a sucker.
Please don't drop it in the water.
He's a little bitty guy. You better go get your minnow bucket. I'll hold him here.
Yeah.
I'll keep him in the water. I was actually wanting one a little bit bigger. I was chasing one over there that was about twice that size. But it's a sucker nonetheless. I still want to try to catch that other one. I had him over there. So basically all I did was just take the net and set it down around him easily, nice and slow. And then I reached over the top of the net and kind of made sure he was still there.
Let's go!
Got your target species, huh?
Yeah. Thanks to me.
Yeah, that was a good spot, man. I don't know how you saw that one.
Well, my light was shining just on top of it, and I couldn't tell if it was a bass or a sucker or like a giant minnow. Couldn't tell, so I was like, hey, come over here. And then here we are, that's it. I just saw a baby bass.
There's another one right there, same size. Okay, so here's what, do just like we did the first time, and just set the net down over the top of him easy. I'll try to blind him for you. So we're just gonna go right over the top of it, and then I'll try to hold him in the net somewhere. Oh, I think he got out. Hang on, be still. I think he got out. You gotta hold it down to the ground real tight, okay? You were worried about a bug in your face. I saw you. They'll be back though. That's the technique we're after though. We got them figured out. Well, Houston, I say we call it good with one. The bugs are starting to wear us out here.
Yeah.
So get your...
But we can always do it again. Try again.
Yeah. Get your minnow bucket.
And we also have a small crawdad.
Yeah, you did catch one crawdad. So we'll probably just take him back and just throw the minnow bucket in there and get him out and look at him in the morning like we did last time, okay? Ooh! I about fell down. Feels like it to me.
See ya. So, 2 exciting things for this morning. No rosy red minnows.
Ruby reds.
Ruby reds,
yeah.
Whatever they're called.
I looked it up. These minnows were in here for 8 days, Houston. Yesterday there was a whole school of ruby reds in here.
So only literally a week.
In 8 days, these fish went through 1,000 ruby red minnows. And I know there was no raccoons because I've checked the camera. So, you ready?
Unless it was like a squirrel. Huh.
Well, no, squirrels aren't eating them. We do have some minnows that we've caught in here, and we are feeding them, you know, fish pellets and stuff. So they are getting food. So let's release your. No, pull him out. Let's show him. I want to show him to him. Let me see him. He's gonna flop. Oh, he gone.
Oh, that's so cool.
You got one crawdad. So I did find some aquatic plants for sale. We're gonna go to the garden center later. First, we got to go to Emily's softball game. Emily's got like some big fundraiser. They call it a 50-inning game today. So they're.
Ouch!
It's gonna be a long day at the softball field, but we're gonna try to go see if we can get some aquatic plants to put in here and add into this mix. But other than that,
both of your claws were in there.
Got you one crawdad?
Yeah.
Bass didn't eat him. So our structure's doing good. A lot of the fish are hanging out around all that stuff. And
really good.
We're gonna see if we can get some plants. It's kind of looking a little bit green, but I think that's probably because we've introduced a lot of extra, you know, the wood and all the new rocks and all that. We probably got a little bit of algae going on. It's probably about time to clean our filter.
Yeah.
We have not done that yet. We haven't had to clean the filter yet. So the water, it's doing good.
Slid down. Why
Yeah.
did you fix that?
Well, it's all right. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So anyways, let's go to softball and then we'll go see if we can find some plants to add in there.
Yeah.
All right, well, we made it back from softball, and I did find some aquatic plants at a local plant store. They're not in pots. They were just all floating around in big tubs, not labeled, so there's a good chance they just came out of a pond somewhere. I really don't know water plants at all, but we bought 4 different plants that we're gonna put in the pool pond. It is looking a little green, like I said this morning. I went ahead and cleaned the filter. That's the first time we've actually cleaned the filter since we got it. It said, you know, everything I read on that filter and pump setup, it doesn't need to be cleaned that often, but we're going to be adding several plants like this. Like I said, we bought 4. So I am not an expert. This is not a how-to video. What is it, Bear? What do you think, buddy? But basically all I did was take a little pot, just a little plant pot like this. It's got holes all in the bottom, as you can see, but I put several more holes around the side, set the plant down in there, and then filled the pot full of rocks. The plant wants to float out of that. These are obviously a floating surface plant, but we want the roots to go down into the water and help clean the water and give some more structure and place for little fish to live. So I think what I'll try to do with another one is go right here on top of these rocks. I don't know. We'll see if it works. We're gonna try it out. See there, just took a pot, put more holes all in it. The roots will be able to grow out the bottom, and then just stacking rocks on top of it. Now, like I said, I'm not an expert. This is not a how-to thing, but I'm just gonna sink it just like that. It may need a few more rocks. That one's kind of still trying to float a little bit. All right, well, all of our plants are in. It's gonna be interesting to see if it actually gets enough sunlight to keep them going. But I did stir up the water pretty bad, moving stuff around, trying to organize rocks and things. I did put one plant a little deeper. Some of the leaves are right at the surface, but I'm trying to hide that pot down in there. I put rocks all around it, just trying to make it look at least a little bit pretty. Not that I know what I'm doing. Total novice here, but we do have vegetation in there. Now we've added sticks, so all this should be, I mean, I'm thinking it should be a game changer for Houston's Pond. We're gonna see how long it takes for some of this stuff to spread, or if it'll even survive, because there's 50,000 different ways of going about doing this, and I'm probably doing it wrong. But anyways, let me know in the comment section what you think, what I should have done different. I'm sure some of you know a lot more about aquatic vegetation than I do, but either way, we're gonna see if this pool pond will clear up. It should clear up the next day or so after everything settles that I stirred up, plus cleaning that filter should really help. But anyways, guys, that's all I've got for today. Houston's off playing with his buddies. I don't know where they're at. They took off. He's got 2 friends over, so I just wanted to go ahead and get these in. I let them sit in a bucket of clean water for several hours and flushed them off real good. So I don't know where they came from or what kind of water it was. But anyways, guys, that's all I've got for today. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. Y'all have a great day, and as always, we'll see you on the next video. All right, quick update. I did a little bit of research. We have 2 kinds of water hyacinth here, I believe, and 1 water lettuce. And they don't actually need to be planted in pots. They're floating plants. I need to move that one. But this one's water lettuce, and I just kind of set it on that rock. I actually didn't put it in a pot, so that one I did right with. That water hyacinth probably needs to be raised up because they're a floating plant. So this one, so the thing with floating plants here, I don't want them just going wherever. I kind of want them to be in one spot. So having them at least contained with a pot, and then they can kind of spread like this, I think that'll be fine. That kind of disguises that hose. That one over there, it's basically just floating at the top of this pot anyways. I'm just using the pot to kind of contain it to one place. So the only one I need to do anything with is that one. Other than that, we should be good. And maybe next time I should do my research beforehand, you know. But anyways, I got bored and went onto the pond guy's website and was looking up a bunch of stuff, and within 5 minutes I knew a whole lot more about this stuff. So yeah, now this video is really over.